All right, check out how I speak in tongues from this pastor, from the one and only pastor of God, Pastor John Anosike. I'm gonna speak in tongues, y'all. When I'm speaking in tongues, I should be roaring the atmosphere. I should be clearing up negativity, evil negativity in the atmosphere. It first starts off with like your the voice. It first starts off with the voice. So you basically have to, like, from my understanding, you have to put the voice up. Like, even though you're roaring from your stomach up to where, but the voice is what really matters on how you do it. Like, you know how a lion roars? You know how a lion roars? A lion has to, like, really roar, like, out of that, you know, that kind of like that kind of roar. So it's kind of like you're going from your belly up to your coming out, you know. It's basically, you want to have the sound of an ancient. The sound of the roar of an ancient is what's top notch here. From me studying this, you know, vocal speaking in tongues, you know, you need to believe in Jesus first before you can even learn that kind of tongue. Me personally, being in the Marine Force, like, you have to take a side when you're with Pastor John Anosike. Either you roar in the air, roar in the land, or roar in the water. There's like three unique realms that you're roaring against, you know. Basically, the air is what's messing up like the world atmosphere, and like the air is basically like what the enemy is using to trick people, like letting them know not the truth, like how God created the whole, like God created everything, and everybody's thinking that science created stuff. So that's what the air is like. We're roaring for the air so we can know the truth. And then the land, you're roaring for the land because there's a lot of stuff going on in the land, like you don't even know, history related. You know, when you're roaring for the land, you're roaring for what's going on in the land. When God created the world and divided the waters from the land, people have been using the land so much. There's been blood shattered on the land. Everything like what we're doing is like you're roaring for that because the enemy is using the land for their advantage. And then the water, if you're roaring from the water, so when you're roaring in the water, right, you're basically roaring for what's going on in the water, because there's like a kingdom outside of human knowledge. There is a kingdom in the water. So basically, I don't know how it all started in the beginning, but there are creatures in the water that need help. Not only that, but spiritually, souls are being trapped. Souls are trapped in the air, souls are trapped in the land and the water. Like for me, I'm totally going with the Marine Force because, like, I want to save souls in the underground, in the underwater. And plus, I really like the water. So if people like water, then they definitely will be roaring at this round. So yeah, from my personal experience, when I'm roaring in the Marine Force, yeah, the sound is what's really the main thing, you know? You have to get like all of your body and you're sucking in your stomach and then you're roaring out, you know? Like you can't just be screaming like for no reason. Like you have to really take in the air going in from your stomach and release, like, you know? And then you know? You know? I mean, as a beginner, like you have to practice makes it perfect, to be honest. I've been roaring with Pastor John and Sige for like, I think it's been only a month. I really haven't got to that stage where I'm actually skilled at it, like, and professional at it, you know what I mean? I'm like, so it's like, I mean, once you get the hang of it, you can just roar anytime. But yeah, it's definitely like this. It's kind of hard, but like when you get to it, like you'll know that you're a lion. Once you come to that roar stage of a lion, like you can definitely roar in the air, land, water. You can roar at anything. Like you can be like the lion. Like when you join, it doesn't matter if you're fat, skinny, any age. Like joining God's army, you don't need to be fit. Like God can fit you. Like God can change you. To be honest, it's just if you believe in Jesus or not, join. This is not like physical army here. We're talking about the real thing here, spiritual army of God that will be, you know, fighting during these last days. Like I'm basically roaring from the marine side, okay? So after like when you roar, right, you'll start speaking in tongues. But basically you need to let's just pray and say, Holy Spirit, lead me to speak into tongues. Okay? The Holy Spirit can lead you, and you don't know the tongues that you'll be speaking. Like you don't even know that you were even speaking that kind of tongue, you know? So here's an example. See how you sound? See how the Holy Spirit just leads you to speak something different? And then after that you start So I'm just gonna keep continuing. Holy Spirit, lead me to speak tongues. So it's kind of like that's how far I can go.